NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Las Vegas Raiders. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Again to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them. Perfect time to get it done.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, You go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 42 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They'll give Henry another shot. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Or might he go for it?
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Titans will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Off the option, here's Jacobs. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Now it's the backup Mariota. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now Jackson. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
So great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had. Piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title. And they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season? Or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think, man, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it. He gets it left side to Johnson. I like watching catching a wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Jackson. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Jackson punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Johnson on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Setting up play action. Franks. And he's got his target, Harris. The 30. 10. 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jacob Harris, 85 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Flushed out right. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And now the rookie's free.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jacob Harris,
an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Tannehill being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Running from the gun with Henry. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
66 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A shotgun handoff to Henry. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jacob Harris saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Raiders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now they go play action with Franks. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Jacob Harris, 56 yards. And the Raiders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Carlson down to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff. They will send this one away to the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Franks.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Out to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Jackson. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And take it right on the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And some room to work. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game. Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Carlson able to put this one through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Broken tackle. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Caught by Jones.
And he will have a Titans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Tannehill's throw into the hands of Firkser here.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Through, and he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. And they take a knee.
The Raiders are moving on. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.